Alright, so in the last video we got the engine mounted. Now it's time to get the transmission where it's supposed to go. To keep things simple, I'm going to use the stock transmission mount. From there I'll be tying that into an X member. An X member is kind of like a cross member, except it's an X. Again with the clever names. The benefit of the X is it adds a little more torsional rigidity to the frame. And that'll help keep the frame from twisting. A twisting frame can make for an inconsistent handling car. And when a car's handling is inconsistent, it's kind of like riding a skittish horse. You can never trust it 100%. All in all, this project isn't very complicated. It's basically just bending up a couple pieces of tubing and welding them to the frame. So instead of trying to figure out what to talk about, I'll just go with the old tried and true YouTube time lapse with some random music over it. So enjoy some music from my old band, I guess.
I got an invitation to a gunfight. Said meet me in the graveyard at the stroke of midnight. Well, I ain't never been one run away from a fight, so I grabbed my big old Stetson, my granddad's 45. Yeah, I went down to the graveyard looking for some fun when I see zombie cowboys and they loaded shotguns. Yeah, the bullets keep on flying, but there ain't nobody dying, and I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. Zombie cowboys, zombie outlaws, zombie Pinkertons too. Yeah, I'm hoping and I'm praying that I make it out alive, 'cause I gotta play a gig on Saturday night. Way down in Colima, way down in Colima, way down in Colima where the zombie outlaws ride.
So like I was saying, there wasn't really a whole lot to it. It was more just cutting out pieces of tubing, seeing how well they fit, then going back over to the grinder and trying to make them fit better. So once the X member was taken care of, added a couple pieces of plates for this transmission mount to land on. Now I just have to drill some holes and bolt it in, and of course I don't have the actual right bolts that fit this, so another trip to the hardware store. One of these days when I win the lottery, I'm going to buy one of those big racks full of every size of nut and bolt you could ever need. That's what I dream about. The one last thing I did was add a drive shaft safety loop. I don't know if I'll ever actually make it to a drag strip or track with this car. And even if you don't go to the track or strip, it's still a good idea to have some way of preventing your drive shaft from coming through your floor should a U-joint let go. For now, I'm just going to tack the loop in place. I do need to get a custom drive shaft made because the stock one here is too long. Once I have the actual drive shaft, I'll weld it in solid. Not the drive shaft, the hoop. But yeah, other than getting some hardware and that final welding on that, this transmission mount is done.